Good morning, traders. Jefferson Fawcett here with Wall Street Trading. Happy Thursday, everyone. It is Thursday, November 6th. It's just a few ticks here past 7:45 here in the morning. The grain markets just paused here for their overnight session. Let's take a look and see what the markets did here yesterday, what happened overnight, what might happen here today. Please keep in mind that futures trading does involve substantial amounts of risk. Certainly not suitable for all investors, traders, or producers. Big down day here in the cattle markets yesterday. Fat cattle for in pretty much all the months, I believe, limit down across the board from December all the way out to April of 2027. Feeders did the same thing here from November this year out to October of next. Lots of weakness, lots of selling pressure here. Limit down. You'll have expanded limits here today again. 1075 for fat cattle and 1375 for feeders. Don't know if they'll go that far and get down here again today, but I do know that there was an awful lot of unfilled orders of people waiting to get sold here yesterday afternoon right at the close. December contract closing here at 220.52, support levels that I see nearby. The June highs here right around that 216.50. That's getting awful close to that 200-day moving average here, which is 214.70. Stochastics pointing lower. Volume was pretty high here yesterday, highest it's been over the last week or so. Indicates new sellers coming in my estimation. Cattle markets are not bullish. Feeders look like this. There were 925 lower here yesterday, 319.97. If we're going to go back to check those June highs, that puts them all the way down around 302.70. Feeder cattle contracts don't last long enough to have a 200-day moving average. But that's the next level I'd see support with, and that gets you awful close to that nice big fat round 300 level as well. Cattle markets all look bearish here to mine. Fundamentally, they're still bullish. Nothing's changed. Less cattle, more people to feed. But the market sentiment has definitely changed over to the bearish side. Lean hogs here, 67 higher here yesterday. Now we keep grinding right along above and below that 200-day moving average, but maintaining a little bit of downward momentum to it. Kind of an inside trading day here yesterday. Didn't get outside of Tuesday's range here at all. You got resistance from the 5-day average here right around that 80.64 mark. We closed just under that at 80.60. 10 days been pretty good selling spot here just over the last 10 days, two weeks or so. Every time it's hit up there, that's probably been a good idea to sell into that. That 10-day average here is at 81 cents even. At some point, we will get a profit-taking bounce out of this. Stochastics starting to hook higher. They're not as oversold here anymore. MACD starting to lighten up here as well, but the market still has downward momentum. Maybe we're going to find some support here, get a little bit of a short covering rally. If it does, look for it to go up and fill that gap here that we left here from October 13th. D-score, nice big bullish engulfment here yesterday. Positive day for it, up 3 3/4 here at the end of the day, closing up toward the highs. Stayed strong here for most of the session here. Kind of backs and fills a little bit, like it's doing here in the overnight sessions. Down about 2 1/4 is where they finished. The overnight here at 433. You've got resistance in D-score here right up at that 436.5. Got to get up above that 200-day moving average. March corn, kind of the same thing. Nice big bullish engulfment here yesterday. The best close that we've had here in that corn market. Got to go all the way back to July 3rd. Pretty strong technical move here for the corn market. It doesn't typically make huge moves. That's usually reserved to the soybeans here in the grain complex. But March is going to have resistance here right up around 451. I do like the grain markets here from the long side. January beans, bullish engulfment here yesterday as well. Closing up on the day here, when we finished 12 3/4 higher, 1134 1/4. Did set a new high here for the move. Very strong here yesterday, backing and filling a little bit here this morning. Coming back, and we're right underneath that 5-day moving average here. That's at 1125.5. The overnight paused at 1122 3/4, down about 11.5 here on the day. Still inside yesterday's range. Still think the market's bullish. It's just a little bit volatile here. We are due for a little bit of a profit-taking sell-off. Market's been overbought here pretty much since October 20th, when it really started to hook up here, when we were down around that 1040 or so area. So definitely needed a little bit of pullback, but I do like the beans here from the long side. Soy meal, same kind of thing. Big bullish engulfment here yesterday. New high close here for the move, finished up 740 at 324.80. Now we're giving all of that back and then some. We're down 780 here in the overnight session. Also due for some profit taking. I do like buying soybeans and soy meal here on a little bit of a dip down. Maybe if you get support here right around that 10-day average, that's around 312.50, might be a good spot to step in there. You do have the 50 and the 100-day averages here, decimal points away from making a bullish crossover, and I think that kind of would support the trend of turning higher here in soy meal. December soybean oil continues to trade right around that 200-day moving average here. Not really much of a direction to it. It's really been sideways. I mean, this is the same price we were at here on September 22nd. So we've been sideways here for about a month and a half. Not a whole lot of direction here to the meal or to the bean oil market here as it is. If you're looking for a play there, maybe an option play, buy calls here like 51 even, 52 even, maybe sell or buy puts, here at 48 even. Wait for the market to make a directional breakout and then get out of the other side, perhaps. Wheat market here, nice strong close yesterday, up 4.5, closing at 554 3/4 in Chicago, the highest close we've seen here, going all the way back to July 28th. Pretty strong move there, pulling back to the 5-day moving average here with the overnight trade. Paused here, down 8.5. I don't like the fact that we're taking out or right at yesterday's lows. That was 546 1/4. The overnight low has been 45.5, so we have set new lows relative to yesterday here in the wheat. I think it's just backing up here a little bit, perhaps very similar to what we saw here last Thursday on October 30th. KC wheat, same kind of thing. Very strong close yesterday, highest we've been here since August 11th. I do like this market. Well, actually, all the grain markets here kind of from the buy side, but buying in on weakness is probably the way to play them now. KC wheat's backing up a little bit. 5-day moving average support is at 533. We finished the overnight at 532. The 100-day is your closer one here, and that's at 526 1/4. I do have a new signal here today, and that's in the NASDAQ. I also had a signal here yesterday, but yesterday's close kind of erased that here by the end of the day. That's popping up here again today. 5-10-day moving averages crossing over to the sell side. I think this signal will stick here today. I've had similar signals. The S&P did that yesterday here as well. That stuck by the end of the day. The Dow futures are on the sell side. That also stayed by the end of the day. Everything's up a little bit here this morning, but not a whole lot higher here at the moment. And the Russell came right back up above that 50-day moving average here yesterday after closing well below it here on Tuesday. Right back up again. It's up about 5.5 here at the moment. It's up strong. That 50-day moving average is still holding, but all the averages here in my stock index charts are on the sell side right now. I do appreciate you folks listening. If you have any questions, comments, want me to cover a different market or something more in depth, please reach out. Let me know how I can help. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you get notifications when I do go live. Talk to you guys tomorrow.